Senator Mark Kelly held a rally in Arizona on Wednesday with former President Barack Obama and Attorney General Katie Hobbs. Mark Kelly is in a tough race with Blake Masters to keep a seat in the Senate. According to polls from 538, Kelly holds a slight lead in a race that could determine control of the Senate. During his remarks, Kelly spoke about working with Democrats and Republicans on infrastructure and Democrats' efforts to tackle climate change. Kelly also took a number of shots at his opponent, Blake Masters. Kelly said of Masters, quote, "He wants a national abortion ban," and quote, "He is now questioning the results of an election that is still 6 days away." Kelly urged everyone in the audience to vote to stop Masters.
Hello, Arizona. What a great night. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Gabby, for that terrific introduction. None of this would be possible without Gabby Giffords. And it's so great to be here tonight in South Phoenix. Now, I think you all may have heard this, but we have an election in just 6 days. You know, in the Navy, we would call that 5 days and a wake-up. Now, you all probably know this, but I never run for office before 2020. That was always Gabby's job. And you know what? She was very, very good at it. And you know what, folks? I often wonder if I had been the one who was injured, would Gabby have become an astronaut? Now, she says yes, but I'm not so sure about that. But I have spent my life serving our country. You're welcome. And growing up, when I was a kid growing up, my family did not have a lot of money. But my parents, who were both cops, taught me the importance of hard work and what it means to serve this country. So I spent 25 years in the United States Navy. Go Navy. 25 years in the Navy. First as a combat pilot, and then at NASA as an astronaut. And then, 2 years ago, you all sent me to the United States Senate to just cut through the red tape and get things done. So that's what I've done. So get this. Thank you. So, after decades of politicians caving to Big Pharma, we beat them. And now we are lowering drug prices for seniors. And I worked with Republicans and Democrats to bring manufacturing jobs back to America. But better than that, to Arizona. back to America to lower costs and create good-paying jobs that do not require a four-year degree. Now, as our state faces more intense heat and drought and wildfires, we are now boosting renewable energy. This is going to help us tackle climate change and bring even more jobs to our state. Now, I know that there is more work to do. Families are struggling with the high cost of gas, groceries, and housing. And Arizona women have lost a right that they've had for decades. Arizona women have lost the right to make their own health care decisions about abortion. So there is so much at stake in this election in 6 days. Now, this is the important part. So you listening? So I have an opponent, Blake Masters. Blake Masters has some beliefs that are just dangerous for Arizonans. That's very funny. He wants to cut taxes. He wants to cut taxes for big corporations that are hiking up prices, and has said that he would privatize Social Security. I understand the boos. We won't need the boos if we all vote. He wants to send seniors hard-earned benefits to Wall Street. You know who makes money when money goes to Wall Street? Wall Street. That was an easy one. And now this is serious. All of this is. Blake Masters, my opponent, he calls abortion demonic. And he said he wants to punish the doctors. And he wants a national abortion ban. He wants a national abortion ban that's so strict that even when a woman is raped, she will not be able to make this decision herself. Blake Masters wants to make this decision for Arizona women. You don't want that. He thinks that he gets to make this choice instead of you. So what are we going to do? We're going to vote in big numbers. So I got some new info for you. This is also about Blake Masters. So, after getting a phone call from a guy in Florida a few weeks ago, Blake Masters is again saying that the 2020 election was stolen. But worse than that, he is now questioning the results of an election that is still 6 days away. This is dangerous, folks. Now, we all know guys like Blake Masters. He thinks that he knows better than everyone about everything. Don't you know somebody like that? Well, let me tell you here's the problem. You know, somebody who thinks they know better than everyone about everything, letting them make decisions for you is dangerous. So, in just 6 days, let's make sure that we beat him. Thank you. So, now, some of you have probably heard me say this before, but this is true. I've flown in combat 39 times. That's a lot. And I've flown in space 4 times. But never once, not one of those times, did I do that by myself. It was always as part of a bigger team. So, to every single one of you in this room, thank you for being on this team. And now, since you're on the team, I'm going to ask you for some help. You ready? First, if you haven't yet, please go vote early. Either, too late to mail it in, but you can take your ballot and drop it off at a voting location. Or you can vote in person. Please do that soon. Now I'm going to ask you for the second thing. That was the first thing. Here's the second thing. Once you do that, we need you to volunteer to make sure that your neighbors vote as well. All right, I see a lot of you guys got your phones out already. Now, if you don't have your phone out, I want you to take it out right now. And you're going to want to do this because you're probably going to want to get a photo of the next guy who's up. But get your phone out right now because I'm going to ask you to text something. Right now, everybody got their phone out? Everybody? All right. So listen to this. And for the folks in the other room, I already talked to them about this. So this is what I was talking about. I want you to text the word knock. That's K-N-O-C-K. I want you to text the word knock to 98478. So I'm serious. That's the word knock, like knocking on a door, to 98478. And when you do that, then I want you to volunteer to do a shift to actually knock on doors. So, thank you for doing that. You guys are great at following instructions. I love that. And the reason I'm asking you to do this, here's the reason. Here's why this is so important. This election is going to come down to just a handful of votes. Just a handful. And everything we do, every single door we knock on in the next 6 days, or 5 and a wake up, could make a big difference. So, thank you for doing that.